So recently it seems that we get leaks about a product launching at this specific time frame. A lot of leaks agree on this, and we seemingly get confirmation that yes, it's happening, it should be gearing for a release soon, and then out of nowhere, we get a leak saying no, it's been delayed, and we have no reason as to why, except it's just been delayed. And that's exactly what's happening with AirPods 3, because up until now, we've had all kinds of leaks confirming one thing, and that is they are ready to go and they should be gearing for a March release. But out of nowhere, Min-Chi Kuo comes in and crushes our dreams because he says the AirPods 3 will be happening in Q3 at the latest. At least they will be going into mass production then, and so we can't expect them till later in the year. This information has left me confused and puzzled, so let's delve into why this could be true and why this can't be true. And so without further ado, make sure to like, subscribe, and join the Buttification Squad for the latest Apple news and rumors. And with that being said, let's just tuck in. So let's begin with giving Min-Chi Kuo the benefit of the doubt and discussing why this could be true. And to be honest, this could be summed up in one word, and that is the pandemic, because obviously we have COVID going on, it doesn't seem to be stopping, and so of course, Apple's production is still not at full capacity, and so AirPods 3 could be pushed back because of that. But honestly, that's about it in terms of agreeing with this report, because for the most part, I completely disagree, and so let me explain why. So my first reason is of course Min-Chi Kuo himself, and yes, I know that Min-Chi Kuo is a very reliable analyst. He's been doing this for a decade, so he's one of the OG leakers, but as of late, his reports have been a little wacky, to say the least. Because only last week, Min-Chi Kuo claimed that we could see AR contact lenses from Apple, and that just makes zero sense. How can Apple put the tech needed for AR in a pair of contact lenses? It just makes no sense, it's completely ridiculous, and so it's kind of left me doubting all his stories from now on, including this one. But, number two, the other reports suggest otherwise. So as I said, we've had leaks about AirPods 3 launching pretty soon for a while, and these leaks aren't just any dodgy leaks, they're from credible leakers like John Prosser and Mr. Kang, who both have a way more credible accuracy rating than Min-Chi Kuo. In fact, let me remind you that Kang is a source with 97.8% accuracy, and so that makes him the most credible leaker on the planet, and he himself says the AirPods 3 are ready to go and they should be replacing AirPods 2 this month, and because he's pretty credible, I'm inclined to believe he's right. But number three, I'm pretty sure something is getting lost in translation, because I believe Min-Chi Kuo is based in Taiwan, and these publications like Mac Rumors and 9to5Mac reposting his stories are obviously using Google Translate, and Google Translate isn't known to be completely accurate, and so maybe we're misinterpreting what he's saying. And so I do have a few theories as to what this could actually mean, and that begins with maybe Min-Chi Kuo is saying that production will ramp up in the second half of the year. Now this seems pretty likely to me because towards the end of the year before the holidays, Apple likes to ramp up production because obviously they expect to sell a ton of AirPods during the Christmas holidays, and so it makes a lot of sense that Apple ramps up production in Q3 to of course prepare for the demand and the millions of parents buying AirPods just so their kids can flex at school. And so yes, if this were true, then we see AirPods 3 launch in March, but of course, mass production will ramp up towards the end of the year, preparing for the holidays. Another pretty juicy interpretation I have is maybe Min-Chi Kuo is referring to the AirPods Pro 2. So obviously we know that AirPods Pro 2 are launching this year, and some leaks have said we could see it in spring, which is why I thought we could see it at some sort of April event. But there have been a few leaks and tidbits recently that could suggest they have been delayed, and this report could add to that. So the first tidbits that gave me this inkling is this new ad that Apple released for AirPods Pro. Now this is pretty odd because Apple usually never does an ad for a product that's over a year old, and the fact they released the ad in spring makes me think that maybe AirPods Pro 2 isn't releasing as soon as we initially thought. Because think about it, if AirPods Pro 2 are coming out in the next month or so, then Apple won't put the time and effort into advertising AirPods Pro because, of course, they don't want to encourage consumers buy a product that's on the verge of being discontinued. And so that makes me think that maybe Min-Chi Kuo is referring to AirPods Pro 2 in this report, and maybe they've been delayed and they're going into mass production in Q3 of this year. This does make a lot of sense because Mark Gurman did tell us that allegedly the engineers were finding it difficult to pack in all the tech of AirPods in the new stemless design because they have less space to deal with. And so maybe that could be the reason AirPods Pro 2 might be pushed back. And Q3 does seem right to me because Apple could release AirPods Pro 2 alongside the new iPhones, and that would work hand in hand because the iPhone's best accessory are AirPods in my opinion, and so releasing them together seems like the right thing to do. Anyways, that concludes my speculations and theories, but tell me in the comments below, what do you think about the release dates of AirPods 3 and AirPods Pro 2? When do you expect them to launch this year? Anyways, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and join the Butterfication Squad for the latest Apple news and rumors. Check out the video in the icon above about the iPad 9 and the iPad Mini 6 and when we could expect them to release this year. And on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya, peeps.